Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another Black History Month slash movies from low-rated movies. And boy, do I have a doozy for you! This is a rant. This is not a good movie. This is literally one of the worst films I've ever seen, and it's from 10 years ago. It's a film that I'm not alone in this. It got a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's almost as low as Fan Four Stick. I know it's not Fan Four Stick. It gets a 2.8 on IMDb, meaning it's horrible. It's wretched. It's a piece of shit. It's the 2007 Bratz movie. Give me a second. I need to take this all in. Hollywood's bright idea to make a freaking movie based on a toy line that by 2007 was already fading out. And you make a crappy teen comedy freaking musical that's almost 2 hours long. What were you freaking thinking, Hollywood? What were you thinking? First, you put a bunch of talented actors in this movie. You put John Voight, who's wasted as the principal. You got Annalisa Vanderpool from That's So Raven. You got Melise Zhao. She's done a bunch of TV shows. Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and iCarly, a bunch of other stuff. And I think she did one of the CW shows as well. And you have also Janelle Parrish. She was in Pretty Liars. You get all of them for this crappy, unfunny, disgusting, freaking sophomoric, uninspired bullshit movie. No little girls went to go see this movie. It was a box office bomb. It was panned by critics. It got tons of Razzie nominations, which it deserves, and it has one of the worst actresses I've ever seen in the lead film. Also, the girl from Jonas and from one of these Disney Channel movies was in it as well as the lead blonde. What was her name? Chelsea Staub. I think she's Chelsea Kane now. Completely wasted. She's just a Sharpay knockoff. Who's the worst actors in this movie? Oh my god. The girl that plays Yasmin. The Spanish chick that I wanted to punch a hole right through her face. I hated this actress. I could not stand her in this movie. Natalia Ramos. I can't freaking stand this actress. Every time she was on screen singing in Spanish or whatever, I wanted to kick her in the face. And I don't have threats against women. I'm not a violent person towards women, but she is so irritating it got on my last nerve. Why did I see this movie? I saw it with my sister and my mom on DVD. I rented it at Redbox, and it was a waste of $1. I hated this freaking movie. I still hate this movie to this very day. It's one of the worst adaptations of any kid's toy I've ever seen. Yes, it's worse than any of the Transformers movies. Those are just long and boring. This was boring, long, and it was insulting to my intelligence. There's no good special effects or anything in this movie. It's crap. The songs suck. The cast has no chemistry together. The movie is superficial. It tries to preach moral values about being yourself and being expressive and everything and girl power. Yet this movie takes it in the wrong direction when they act like sluts and they're so privileged and everything. And there's a guy that's blind, or no, he's deaf, and then he could like feel the vibrations of a freaking speaker. I'm like, what the hell is this? I don't understand why this movie was made. It deserves all the ridicule it got back in 2007 and now to this very day. It's on the bottom list of the IMDb worst list. It deserves it. It's god awful. If you have not seen this movie, please, I'm begging you, don't waste your time. This film hurts me. I didn't even like the dolls. My sister kind of liked them, but she was a bigger fan of Barbie. This is an abomination. As much as Gem and the Holograms, a lot of people gave that shit, and I did not hate that movie. This is worse. This is so much worse. Everything in this movie doesn't work. Just everything. The pacing. This film should have been an hour and 20 minutes. They stretch it out to over an hour and 45 minutes. How? This is not a good story. There is no story. It's four teenage girls that chat or whatever to each other, trying to break the fourth wall, and they try to fit in high school, and then Gratitude or whatever the fuck it was called. It didn't work for me. Natalia Ramos is irritatingly annoying. I didn't even watch anything else she did after this. She did like House of Anubis on Nickelodeon, and then she went on her way and never acted in a big film or show ever again. And thank God, because she was freaking terrible here. Also, Logan Browning and Skylar Shea and freaking Janelle Parrish, like I said, they don't have chemistry with each other because the script is so shitty. They have worked in other shows and other movies. Well, Logan Browning was in an episode of Nestle Classified. I liked her in that. Like I said, Janelle Parrish, beautiful Asian American actress. She was in Pretty Little Liars. She was really good in that. Here, she is probably she has one. She's the only person in the movie that gives a somewhat passable performance. She has like one song at the end that's okay, but it's not memorable. This film sucks. It sucks. It hurts me how bad this movie was. The fact that this movie was even made. This should have been direct to video. This should not have been in theaters. Thank God it bombed. It came out in the summer. It made no money. It got destroyed by the Simpsons movie and the Transformers film. Whenever this came out, it bombed, and that's a good thing. I don't want to ever see a movie based on a doll like this again, live action. Just the way I saw some American Girl movies with my sister last year, and they were better than this. At least they had a story. This didn't, and they weren't an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm sorry, the little teen movies for teeny boppers and little girls, you can do better than this. You can do so much better than this. This is a movie that was forgotten. It deserves a 2.8. I gave it a two because I only like Janelle Parrish. That's the only reason the movie doesn't get a 1 for me. But fuck this movie. 3 times fuck this movie. I hate movies like this that pander to little girls and they don't have any payoff. It's just a lot of schlock and a lot of, pretentious freaking, you know, double standard messages to give to little girls. Oh, be yourself, but be a slut at the same time. No, fuck this movie. I will forgive every other bad adaptation of a movie because it's not this. I didn't like Garfield, but I like Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's very likable in the film. I didn't like Transformers, but in the theater, I liked the first 3 for the visual, for the spectacle, and Shia LaBeouf's performance in the first 3, and even 4. Marky Mark was trying. I will forgive freaking Inspector Gadget. I hate that movie, but this is worse because that movie was short. It was like 78 minutes long. It was painful, but at least it was short. This was way too long for a teen comedy musical. And my sister said, "What? Then why did you watch it, John?" Because I had to do a rant on this movie one day because I wanted to say what a piece of shit it is and what a garbage heap it is and how bad this movie is and how painfully boring this movie is. And when characters are annoying, they're annoying. I don't care what gender they are because it's not because they're girls, because the Bratz could have been 2 boys and 2 girls and it would have still sucked. There is no direction, there's no writing, there is no story, there is nothing to get engaged to with this freaking movie. It is horrible. If I had a DVD of that, I would destroy it on camera and just smash it on the walls with a hammer. I'm disgusted. I hate this freaking movie. The fact that, yeah, and it counts because it's a low rated movie and it has someone black in it, so it's a double whammy for this movie. I've always wanted to rant on this movie because it's one of the worst films I have ever seen. Don't let the low rating fool you. Don't think, oh, it'll be a guilty pleasure. It's not. It's guilty of being shit. And that's all I need to say about this film, this Bratz 2007 movie. It's not any of the animated films that came out before or after. It's this god awful live action version. It is literally a colossal disaster of a freaking teen comedy musical. Nothing works in it, and it should have never been made. Let me breathe because I need to just, calm down. I don't want my pressure to go up. But like I said, guys, avoid the 2007 Bratz movie. If you have little girls, don't show them this. This will confuse them and they won't get anything good out of it. So let them watch something else, please. Anyway, that's my rant on this god-awful movie. One of the worst films I've ever seen. A film that I had no hope for when it was announced, and when the film came out, it was the worst film of 2007 for me. It was. If I had a YouTube channel back then, I would have destroyed this movie. I would have said it was my worst of that year by far. And nothing will be worse than this movie. Even if I see a bad movie from 2007, I could see epic movie, and I know that movie's already shit, but at least I would get some eye candy. Here, you have nothing. But whatever. This movie sucks. Avoid it. Don't watch it. Don't even stream it. It's not worth your time. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to do a rant, to even things out. I've been doing a lot of positive reviews. This one, I had to get it out of the way because this movie sucks. I hate this movie. The Bratz 2007 movie can go to freaking hell in a handbag. Later.